On a more personal level, I know what it's like to have a job kind of taken from you due to injury and personal experience. So I draw a lot of that. So I wake up every morning and I've taught myself self-taught latte artist. So I have to make my double shot vanilla latte every morning. That is my non-negotiable. I think from the very early stages, I think I have probably one of the most unique paths to where I am today. We'll call it professional career started as an ice hockey referee and was injured doing that job and no longer able to complete that job at a professional level. And I had to dial it back. I had to find out what I wanted to do as a career, as that was one thing that I always wanted to do. And I hadn't really thought about what else there was to explore. Yeah, there was the interest in human factors and physiology and biomechanics. And that kind of always sat in the background to refereeing hockey. But when the hockey thing didn't work out, I had to figure out, all right, it's time to go back to school. I then studied occupational and environmental health and specialized in ergonomics, which led me to my first job here at Velocity as a consultant. And since I traveled since I was 18 reffing hockey, consulting also led me to travel 85% of the time. And up to about a couple of years ago, I was in desperate need to find a way to not travel for work. And as lousy as that sounds, my next route to still help clients in the way that I wanted to and be able to still touch ergonomics the way that I love to every day and teach ergo, customer success was the perfect fit for me. It still allows me to do ergonomic related items, but from a kind of a breadth standpoint, allow me to touch more of our products and educate people on more of our products, and really is where I am as a customer success manager now. I would have to say, well, foundationally, I think it's to keep people safe and allow people to do their jobs and go home in the same way that they arrive at work. But on a more personal level, I know what it's like to have a job kind of taken from you due to injury and personal experience. So I draw a lot of that. I draw from a lot of personal experience and having to have surgery from an injury that didn't allow me to do a job that I wanted to do. I think it's probably changed a little bit. I think it's become more broad the further I get into my career. I started in physical therapy. I started in clinical physiology, wanting to understand how the body worked, because that's where I really cared about at the time. And my why was very much, I want to make people healthy. And it shifted a little bit in making people healthy to making their working environment healthy and efficient and productive for them. On the outset of that, we can be a little bit more proactive in keeping people safe instead of where I used to be was a little bit more retroactive thinking and thinking a little bit reverse. When people are injured, I then was there to help them heal, where now I'm a little bit more proactive. And it's my why to keep people safe before anything happens.